Okay, welcome to another episode of POV Live in the morning. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the stream to let everyone know what we're doing here every morning at 9:30 a.m. Central here in America. So, this is kind of funny with the timing of this. We did just talk about numbers on this channel, very, very in depth. And now Meghan goes and does this. Now, am I saying that she's watching the channel? Yes, I'm saying it. How's it going, Meghan? Yeah, I am saying it because these type of numbers that she leaks now, come on, it's a joke. Why would you have to do it? Which is funny because what you're going to see from what we talked about earlier in the week, we were talking about how much she has to sell to make $1 million, right? And the number that she chose to leak to the press was just over that total. So that's just what's happening. So let's get into the chat for a quick second before we move on. Gina, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. Christina, Gabriel, thank you so much for coming in. And Christy, Lizzie B, how you doing? Lizzie B. I just think it's interesting. You know, these people, we know that they take forever. I mean, they watch everything, and we know that they can't let it go. Why? Because they have no jobs. They have all the time in the world, right? So what we did, this was a few days ago, I believe. I think it was like Tuesday. And we said at $120 an order with 3 bottles of rosé, how many orders to hit 1 million? And here was the number, 8,300 orders. How many bottles? 25,000 bottles. Okay. So she needs 8,300 orders. Now, that's not the number that she said, anywhere near close to it. So she's not going to get the 1 million. You're not going to get that. Because I know the number. I'm just, we're building. We're building to it. It's definitely not 25,000 bottles. No. And by the way, the number that she did choose, it hasn't sold out yet. So even if that number is true, that she did get that in stock now, because let's not forget, she watches everything. Everyone has been saying the exact same thing, that she literally, and I mean literally, had low stock. She's watching, everyone's saying it. So what does she do? She leaks this to the press. Of course she does. She may go through that much wine because she drinks most of it herself. I know, right? Her and her clones, definitely. You have to cultivate your clientele. Selling wine is not like selling food, clothes, or shoes. Not everybody drinks wine. And also the first time, right, Lizzie? The first time when you're talking about an order and you're talking about spending an amount of money for something that you've never tried, come on. I think it was a bad idea to not change that this time around, in my opinion. And I still think that she doesn't know what she's doing. And that's why I don't even, the numbers that we're going to read for her, I don't even believe them. I really don't. I think that this is all a lie. It's all a leak because the narrative online has been that she has low stock. And that's what she's seeing everyone say. So it's Harper's Bazaar, and we know that this is one of her publications. How Duchess Meghan, that's not her name, Rosé made her company scales skyrocket. Which company? It's a white label company. It doesn't exist. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. We've all figured that out by now. Meghan gets someone else's, right? It's not hers. It's not like she has a vineyard. It's not like she's the one doing it. She gets someone else's wine and she just slaps her name on it. That's it. That's all it is. So not only is this a lie in and of itself because they're trying to say her company, it's not. The wine isn't hers. Now, I would sit here and agree if it was, but that's not why we're here, right? No, just let the Sussex squad go and lie like that. We know it's low stock because the second batch of wine is different from the first. Exactly. It's also a different type, which doesn't make any sense either. Harper's Bazaar, there it is right there. Exclusive details, meaning these are words out of Meghan Markle's dirty Soho mouth. Of course, we'd love the ads. Oh, look, real quick, let's watch that. Look, this is a real baby. You see that? Look at the real child. These are real child. And there's the two idiots. It's been a week for Duchess Meghan. Okay. Turning 44, 49 on August 4th, celebrating yada, yada, yada. And there it is right there. There's the number. 10,000 bottles purchased in the first 10 minutes. Look at that. I am all red. And this is what we said over here. 25,000 bottles to hit 1 million. Okay. So let's get this straight. We've all been online for the last, when was the first one? July 1st, right? We've all been online for the last 5 weeks. And what have we been saying? That there's no numbers for As Ever. There's no numbers for the wine drop. There's no numbers about how many she actually sold, how much she actually made. There's nothing, right? We've been saying that, not only me, POV, you and I, right? But everyone in Megxit, all the creators have been saying that. There's nothing, no proof. And now all of a sudden, Harper's Bazaar's just getting numbers out of nowhere. All of a sudden. Yeah, okay. All right, fine. Next, she will sell wine with flour sprinkles. I wouldn't doubt it, right? Something. She's so full of it. Yeah. Yesterday, I Googled to see if they knew how many bottles they sold. They said 10,000. See, again, was this from yesterday? August 7th? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is right there, Susan. Yeah, August 7th. This was from yesterday. I barely found it this morning while I was working out. You know, and really, why is this a problem? Why am I making this video? Because we know that she's full of shit. You know, we know what she's doing. We know that she's watching everyone, what everyone says online, you know, and also I feel like that number is too perfect. If she would have said like, oh, As Ever saw 9,274 bottles in the first 60 minutes. If they would have said something like that, it would have been believable. Oh, but 10,000 bottles on the spot in the first hour? Sure. I guess, right? How much is the profit of 10K? We're going to ask the new ChatGPT because it changed and now it. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to hate yet. I've only been using it for a couple of hours and this new ChatGPT is, but I'm going to give it a chance. I'm really trying to go AI here, so we're going to give it a shot. How many for 10K bottles sold? $3,000, 400K. Which, depending on what Netflix is taken, Netflix's percentage, depending, that's still not a lot. It's still not a lot. Maybe 200K. If Netflix takes 30, then it would be 300. Meghan will take home 300, but still, you got to pay people. You got to pay taxes as well there in California. Ugh, that's true too. Okay, and with all the fees, all the fees and Cali taxes. $388. $27,000 sales tax. $360. $360K. Okay. And with Netflix being the partner, how much you think they're taking? Celebrity wine comes often have minimal guarantees, can reach 100,000, 7 million, depending on star power. For instance, large scale partnerships. Short answer, man. Short answer. Short answer. Talking low millions, maybe 750K upfront plus a small cut of sales. %20. Okay. So how much for the 10K bottles with fees, with taxes, and with Netflix taking their cut? $400K originally, $388 after processing. California takes 27, $361. Netflix gets 50 after fees and taxes. Meghan's getting $300K. Now that's with the idea that this is real. We're just throwing her a bone. We have to say that. Nobody believes this. Dude, let me just tell you something. If you had 10,000 people buy, or maybe it was, okay, 3 bottles each because you got to buy 120. Okay, 3,000 people bought because it's in 3 bottles, right? You have any idea how many people there should be on social media posting about how they got your wine? And there's nobody. I haven't seen anybody, unless they haven't gotten it yet, unless it's taking so damn long to ship. Final take home 307 for 10,000 bottles, if anyone believes that. Okay, fine. Let's do chat. Poll for the chat. Did Meghan sell 10,000 bottles in the first hour? Yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Did Meghan Markle sell 10,000 bottles in the first hour? Or is she just telling this to the press, which more than likely. As ever saw 10K bottles of 24 purchased in the first 10 minutes. Really, Meghan? Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, no, man. You know, if you would have said the first hour, okay, I could agree with that. Okay. 10 minutes, you know. Okay, now I'm a little pissed off. Now you're just insulting our intelligence, Meghan. Meghan Markle sold 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes. Wow. All right. We're going to change the title. Meghan Markle sells 10,000 bottles. 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes. You know, damn. I gotta say, you got some balls, lady, to say that. You got some freaking balls. You really do. That is crazy. That is psychotic to even think that someone is supposed to believe that. Okay, so now it's even worse. We're going to have to do another poll. Did Meghan Markle sell 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes? 1 for yes and 2 for no. Wow. I feel enraged. I feel like I'm being lied to right now, and that's one of the things that pisses me off the most. That's one of the things that pisses me off so hard, is when I feel like someone is lying to me right to my face. Oh. Wow. And she does it on purpose because not because she wants to get me pissed off, or maybe she does. She's watching. Because this is just such a blatant freaking lie. You can't even try and play this game right now. 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes. Holy. I mean, I don't know what to say. You know what? I don't believe she has it. I'm sorry. If you would have said an hour or 2 hours or the first day, fine. The first day would have been difficult to believe, right? Nobody would have believed it. We don't believe that she has that many fans. That's the problem. I know, right? 1,000 bottles per minute. Lemon Trifle, amazing on X. Go and follow him or her, them. See, and this is what we're talking about with the bullshit, where you're talking about someone that thinks they can just put out these type of numbers and people are going to believe it. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to have the Sussex squad repeating this bullshit. 16 minutes, can't say it yet. Repeating this BS over and over and over. Meghan sold 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes. Yes, she did. She did because she's a queen, a black queen. Oh. Thank you, Lizzie B, for the massive gifted POV membership. And also, don't forget, like and subscribe and share the stream. Let everybody know what we're doing here every morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, making fun of Meghan and her testicle husband. Now, getting over the fact that you and I were just blatantly lied to, getting over that fact, and as Lemon Trifle said, that's what it would have to be. 1,000 bottles a minute. That's tough to believe. That's tough to believe. We'll go with that. Okay. The wine was available to buy. A brand spokesperson shared exclusively with Harper's Bazaar. You mean Meghan? Of those purchases, 20% were made by repeat customers. Would you even be able to get that data this quickly? Oh, hold on. Repeat customers. Oh, it's because she's stealing people's data. So then when someone buys and they buy again, it's because it's coming from the same IP address. It's because she stole data. Okay, that makes sense. Of course, repeat customers, many of which purchased the 6 and 12 packs of this to go around, showing customer confidence and favorability for the rosé following their first wine drop. Well, congratulations. You just screwed yourself. That's one sentence right there really brings down the number of people that actually bought. Because if you're talking about people that bought 12 and 6, then the number of orders drops down. Watch, let's do a simple one. What's the number of people that ordered if, what, 40? Now we'll do 30, 30, and 30. 30% bought 3 bottles. Whoop. 30% bought 6, and then whoop. There it is. 30% bought 6, and what was it? 30 and 30. So that's 40. Okay, and then 40% bought 12. See, because what this does is that it takes down the number of actual people that are ordering. $1,300 customers total. I'm sorry, I don't even think she has that. I just don't. 1,300. That's close, but that's no cigar for me. I feel like, and this is okay. We're not judging her here, or we're not saying it's a bad thing. It's just a reality. I feel like the number that she would be closer to is like 5 or 6. If 5 or 6, okay, watch. If 5 or 6, 500 to 600. Whoa, shit. People buy Yeah, 500 or 600 people buy. Do it all again. $500 customers. See, this isn't a lot of money here. Look at these numbers. Processor 170K, 114, final after fees 137. That's nothing. I think that's what she's got. Oh, Lena Sanders with the massive super chat. Thank you so much, Lena, for being here. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share the stream. Thank you so much for this POV morning live. I mean, that's what I think right there. I think more like 500 to 600. That's how many. I mean, fans and then journalists and then woke little friendies. Or also remember, Harry will probably buy a bunch too. That's obvious. Harry's going to buy his wife's wine, and then that counts as sales. Everybody knows that. Showing favorability for the first one. How would it show favorability? It wasn't even the same, but fine. The spokesman, meaning Meghan, since its inception, as ever, has been a journey of joy, learning, and evolution. Ugh, word salad. Our products are created with love. This woman and her talking. Why does she do this? Why, Lord God, why? Why does Meghan Markle talk like this? Oh, you know, when you're going to say what your products are made with or created with, it's not love. It's wine. It's literally grapes, but fine. Okay. Our products are created with love, shared with meaning, connecting people through life's special moments. Oh, it's just, look, do you feel that when you're reading it? Do you feel it? You just get, oh, you get like all slimy. It's just so fake. Oh, we want every customer to delight in owning a piece of As Ever. Are you sure? Is it going to go away again? You're not going to have the damn vintage, what, next year? Which happened to be with his 64th birthday, Meghan's mother-in-law. Now, obviously, you don't care about your father, who died in 97. Bazaar can reveal that orders numbers increased substantially from the first launch. Well, we don't know that because we don't know what the numbers were for the first launch. Sorry. And there was even more growth from the first launch. We don't know that. In April to the second wine drop this week. What? Excuse me? Bazaar can reveal that order numbers increased substantially from the first launch of As Ever products. So you're comparing the wine to the jam? Okay. That there was even more growth from the first launch, not the first launch of the wine, not that. From the first launch in April, because the wine was first launched July 1st, to the second. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Napa Valley Rosé second brand offering customers feedback. Meghan, the spokesperson, Meghan. This is and has been a goal for As Ever product drops because nothing is more important than making sure our community can get their hands on what they love. This is only the second drop, and the last time you did it, it sold out. What the hell are you talking about, Meghan? Ugh, this woman is the worst. Only through purchase can she be offering sample of the wine. She's not even putting up a kiosk or organizing an event. A boutique can sample and taste it before buying. Hell no, she wouldn't do that. That takes work. That takes a hell of a lot of work. She would never. And you know what? Wait, Lizzie, you know what? Also with that, that would be beneath her. She would say to that, oh, a duchess standing at a stand with wine. I would never. She would never do that. That actually is something that's difficult. It's not just putting something online. Speaking of adding the wine as a product repertoire, the source, Meghan, we knew we were bringing something special to the market. Okay. July 30th from the Love Time. customers, brand wrote the success of the sales, curating the evokes to have a valley, branding can have a thank you for filling our cup. Yes, thank you for buying and giving us money. Stupid. Oh, yes, thank you for filling their cup. Rose marries the same harmony of notes from our first blend and creates. It's not yours. Why do you keep on saying our? It's a white label. Oh my gosh. And creates an elegant medley of delicate memorable flavor. Clink glasses with friends. You don't have friends, Meghan. As the sun sets, toasting to a summer of joy, barefoot in sandals. Nobody wants to see that, Meghan. And I don't know why she keeps doing that. Nobody wants to see her feet in sandals. And she continues to do it. And I'm not going to pull it up. Nobody wants to see Godzilla. Dressed up or dressed down, this rosé may become your favorite accessory of al fresco lunches and dinners at dusk. Yes, we know. We know you're doing brunch. All right. This is probably her. Oh, I don't know. Are those her claws? Doesn't look like it. She's definitely doing it at 11 o'clock in the morning. What time is it right now? It's going to be 10. She's probably already had a first glass of wine. No doubt. Long silence, Instagram, yada, yada, yada. Those who know send love every day. Caption the post. Please know I felt it and appreciated it. Whatever. Meghan is to raise a glass as she turns a year older, 49. There's so much to celebrate. We're honored to share these special moments with you. Cheers to birthdays, new vintage, and the last golden weeks of summer. You know, that's great. Hey, congratulations. That's awesome. But you know what's even funnier about this is that the last wine, it actually got some little awards and it won some, what was it? It was like a wine tasting thing against other, what do you call it, brands? And it won. It did well. I think it even got number 4 among like all of the rosés. And that's good. Congratulations. Oh, wait, that damn wine doesn't exist anymore. So probably what we're going to see is we're going to see her do that all over again, where she gets all of these publications to taste the wine. She pays them. And then they say that her wine is good. It's always the same thing. All right, so let's get into the, oh yeah, absolutely. This is not the color. This is not the color. Yeah, she definitely bought those. Oh yeah, she did. There was even one, it was like some rando dude. It was some random guy from Canada or something. And he was like, oh, this is the best rosé I've ever tasted. And I'm like, yeah, sure, man. I'm so sure. I think the wine looks like pine sol. It does. It's not pink. It doesn't make any sense why she would even do that. Oh, that's true. We haven't done a royal recap. We got to recap all the stuff that we've been doing all week. That's very true. So let's get into it. We'll probably even do a little lightning round right here. You can't get that wine again each time. No, you can't. And that's the point, right? It's always something. Oh, look, I was trying to do this earlier. Here's Meghan's book cover. I was going to finish it, but here it is. Meghan's book cover, all new, just announced. Meghan's book, How to Trick a Rich Moron into Marrying You, a Yacht Girl's Story. Meghan, we are all looking forward to your book, Meghan. Everyone wants to read this. I want to read this, and I would love it if we could read this on the channel, Meghan. This would be amazing. And we can't wait. We don't know the publisher yet, but it's going to happen. Meghan Markle's upcoming book, I guess this is an ad. Meghan Markle's upcoming book, How to Trick a Rich Moron into Marrying You, a Yacht Girl's Story. From Archwell Books, I might add. Archwell's getting into the book business. Great job, Archwell. Yeah, it's her moment of truth, right? A true story, definitely. So let's get into this royal recap. First one up, Prince William, of course, always making Harry look like a fool. The numbers that we saw this morning in this morning's video, something like $32 million across all of William's charities and Harry's Archwell scam. Basically, they haven't even said anything, which means it's probably really low. And I mean really low. maybe 1 million, over 1 million, 2 million, because I don't know where these people are getting donations from. You can't donate to Archwell. They don't put on whatever. They don't put on fundraisers. Everything that they do is, it's like an event, right? So you see William, Earthshot, all the name. There was like 3 or 4 of them that William does. Earthshot, and then he has the foundation, the Prince and Princess of Wales Foundation. There's a lot of them, and it was over $30 million. And Harry, nope. Now this next one, the client still has a plan for Sentebale. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is the mistake. This is the real mistake, where you're talking about how he wants to claim that he doesn't care, or not that he doesn't care, that he cares so much, but he's just a patron. We were talking about this on the live yesterday. He's just a patron. You're not an anyone. You're just supposed to be. You're supposed to be the person that does the appearances, and you're supposed to be the person that talks to donors, and you're supposed to be the person that does all this stuff. Why are you so worried about it, Harry? It doesn't make any sense. It truly doesn't. Oh, well, I mean, it makes sense, but I'm not saying it like I don't know. It's because he's siphoning money off somewhere. That's what it is. He's getting paid from all this stuff with Sentebale, and now it's been taken away from him. That's what it is. So this was the big story of the day yesterday. The client poaching donors from Sentebale, and he's going to try and move on, I guess. He's trying to get the people that are the normal donors to Sentebale over to his side. He's just a sneak thief. That's what we call it. It's a sneak thief. It's backdoor action. We know he likes that. Harry loves the backdoor action. When you're talking about someone that would backstab their family in public like that, I don't see why this is so difficult. This is really something. You could easily see he's making some phone calls. Hey, well, you know what? That Dr. Sophie, yeah, she's toxic. Don't even go with her. How about you send your donation over to my next project? And the other person's like, well, I really like Dr. Sophie. And he's like, well, no. We're going to work it out. You can work with me. And that's what he's doing. He's poaching donors. But really, it's not really about the charity, all right? It's about money. That's what it's about. And then we move on to this one. Now, I don't know if she thinks this looks good. Okay? Sometimes I wonder, because she made popsicles out of wine. And that's supposed to be, woo, let's get a Netflix special for that. Right? That's what it's supposed to be. That's hilarious. I mean, 2005 called. They want their recipe back. And that's why I put the bottom here, how to tell you're basic. If you really think about it, Meghan is basic as F. She truly is. It's just basic stuff. And you see the stuff on her show, the With Love Meghan show. It's basic crepes. What do you call it? Crepes. One pan pasta. Fruit on a board. Right? Yeah, no. Wine freezes. Anything under 15%. Alcohol doesn't. Yeah, but that's like vodka. Oh, man. I just said the name. That's like vodka, tequila, the good stuff. The good stuff. Not this crap. And, no offense, man. No offense to Meghan, but it's rosé wine. It's just like you. It's pointless. Rosé is what you drink when there's nothing else to drink. Boone's Farm. I'd rather have Boone's Farm than some rosé. At least Boone's Farm will get you messed up. Meghan and Harry hiring a new nanny. Next one up. This, I thought, weren't you and I told? I thought Meghan, Oh, I'm overwhelmed. What? Can we pull up that clip? I wish we could, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Damn it. Meghan Markle saying she's overwhelmed. That right there. Damn it. Yeah, no, we can't pull it up. Oh, here it is right here. Working mom. Oh, look at that. In something called Cafe Mom. Ugh. Working mom. And oh, it's incredibly overwhelming. Oh, it's so difficult. Oh, okay, Meghan, sure. But now she's hiring a nanny. And you know what? Who had that? Who had that on their page? Somebody had it on their page. Oh, I think it was Royally Sage. Yeah, great profile. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I think it was Royally Sage. Great profile right here. Where is it? Jesus. Oh, hey, here it is. Global surge, loving and dynamic family based. You mean one where the wife beats her husband? The family lives in a beautiful home just minutes from the beach, hiking trails, yada, yada, yada. Live in or live out? I thought Meghan was a working mother. Here it is right here. Here it is. The nanny will assist with morning and evening routines, school drop-offs, and pickups. Oh, I'm incredibly overwhelmed. Oh. There it is right there. Laundry. Aren't you supposed to be doing that, Meghan? Tidying of their spaces, coordinating play dates. And as this goes on, you're gonna see it sounds like a parent. She wants to hire another parent. That's what she wants. The family is looking for someone warm, professional, intuitive, and experienced. A team player, meaning that they take orders from Meghan whenever she wants. A team player who can collaborate easily with others, navigate family confidence care, the right candidate, ability to balance creative, structured engagement with emotional support. A parent. Comfort around dogs is a must. Yeah, unless you beat them and break their legs, allegedly, Meghan. The family prefers a nanny who is an active participant in learning development. So what? A teacher too? Learning development is someone who encourages imaginative play, exploration, screen-free experiences. Yeah, sure. A strong swimmer is also important. Can you not do anything yourself, lady? So you want a teacher. So you want a nanny. So you want an emotional support dog, because that's what it says. Structured engagement with emotional support. Oh my God. She wants a whole other parent. And then look at all these qualifications. Non-smoker? Really? Really, Meghan? Really, Meghan? Non-smoker, of all people to say that, Meghan? Really? And there it is. Oh, and then that was the best parts over here. Oh, damn, it doesn't show it. The best part is where it says royal. It's a royal wants for their household. But see, this is the best part. Well, not the other one. This is right here. Incredibly overwhelming. This is the best part. She's a liar. Again, Meghan Markle, proven to be a freaking liar. How much time we got? I've got about 6 minutos. 6 minutos. Non-smoker. I don't know if I can put that word on screen. Marissa, yes. Oh, she's talking about cigarettes. Yes, that's why. Oh yeah, and then this one. Yeah, let's go into the video right now. Where was this? Where was this article? there was a report that I had found that Meghan was cleared of bullying from this instance. Where's the video? Let me pull up the damn video, because you're not going to tell me that kind of crap. No, sir. Not up in here. Here it is. Here it is. So the claim yesterday in the report we read, okay, in the report we read, the claim yesterday was Meghan was absolved of bullying because the UK Commission, okay, because they cleared Harry. So that means that Meghan is cleared as well from this instance. We're looking at it right here, right? And this is what's the deal. I can just leave it playing over and over, and we can see Meghan telling her. She's telling her to get the hell out of the way. She's like, can you move? 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 Can you come over here? Like, you don't have to tell her that many times. And then not only that, there's the smile. Everyone, look at those eyes. Jesus, look at those eyes. Oh my God. The evil eyes. Jesus. It's just evil eyes. Oh my God. That looks like a being or something, some type of alien being. That smile right there, that's the pissed off smile. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. And she's completely livid right there because Dr. Sophie took so long to listen to her. Pay attention to this part down here. It's 14 seconds long. Let's see how long Meghan was telling her to move, right? 1 right there from 2 seconds. Move. She'll tell her to move. Move over here. Can you move over here? Move over here. Can you move over here? And then she finally does. She was telling her to move, and then there's the evil alien face. She was telling her to move for 10 seconds. That's not bullying in a nice way? Come on. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Of course it's bullying. This is what she did. And all of this is it's literally the root of all the problems. This right here was the root. It was the beginning. Hold on. It was this right here. Where's it at? Yeah. This one. Harry doesn't understand. This is what the report was the other day. He doesn't understand that it's Meghan's fault. This whole thing is Meghan's fault, and he doesn't get it, right? Because he was over here and he didn't see everything, I guess, which is so it's such an excuse, but you have to run with it because fine. Because if you look at his face, right, he's seeing her. He's seeing her right there. You can't tell me that he didn't see her. He's seeing her tell her and tell her and tell her. Look at his face. He's looking right at her hand. And her hand is the one that she's doing. Yeah. Oh, Lena, from what I understand, the nannies and stuff, they leave very often. They get the hell out of there. Like the turnover for the nannies and the housekeepers is very, very quick. And it's right there. Oh, you want to move here? You want to stand here? You want to move over here? You want to move over here? Let's move over here. And this is the problem, right? Here's the real issue. This isn't an issue. Why is it bad for her to stand there? Of course, because Harry's there. No one messes with Harry with Meghan's meal ticket. But why is it bad for her to? It's not like the picture would look bad. It's not going to look any better. It's simply one reason, because Meghan wanted her to not stand next to Harry. That's the only reason. Simple and easy. That's the bullying. That's the point. But remember in the statement yesterday from Sentebale, the commission didn't even look into individual claims of bullying. They just looked at the whole thing as a whole, which means did they not see this video? Come on. When I read that from Sentebale, I was pissed. You're not going to tell me that the commission, what did they do? Make a couple of phone calls, do a couple of Zoom meetings or something, and they didn't see everything that they needed to see? Is that what I'm supposed to believe? Is that it? It's trash. It's trash is what it is. And really trying to say that it's not trying to say it's, of course, her Sussex Squad morons. They want to say, well, because Harry is cleared, that means Meghan is cleared and there was no bullying on Dr. Sophie. We can all see it. We can all see it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. And then he bullied her to apologize. Exactly, Paula. You know we love Paula. Exactly, right? We got about a minute. And this is the kind of thing that pisses me off, where they try and live in a world that's not real. That's not reality. It's very obvious what's going on. It really is. But as I said, can you blame him? He's an idiot. He deserves whatever he gets. All right, where were we? Okay. So, circling back around to finish this off, Meghan Markle sold 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes. Okay, fine. Thank you so much for being here on this live. We will catch you next time.